Um,
hope and madness is so powerful. And you know, in terms of connection, obviously you said it's about like Vida Your Life and Vida Your Wife, and it's literally the dream for so many people. Can you take us back to that night and take us back to that moment? Because a love song it's so lovely, it's so uplifting. Tell us about
yeah.
again.
Oh,
So
thanks. Yeah, I mean, it was amazing. I mean, I had a pretty tumultuous love life, I would say. And you know, I'd had some pretty rough experiences. I kind of was, and also I'd been a prick. Let's be honest. You know, I was, yeah, I've got to be honest. So you know, I think I'd sort of gotten into the headspace that like I was very cynical. I didn't really wasn't maybe really feeling like I was looking for anything like that. And then I was walking through Soho, past one of my favorite pubs, and I met Ellie, you know, and she and my whole life changed. It's like you turn a corner, and it was wild, you know. I mean, it was probably was love at first sight for me. She definitely says it wasn't. I don't think it took her a minute, and I mean, I really didn't think she liked me at all, to be fair. So I had to work quite hard at it. But yeah, it's amazing, and it certainly changed things, and she's changed my life for sure. And the positivity that's brought to my work is really cool, and being a bit more settled and settled but fun.
Thank you.
Yeah,
No, it's fab. And I love the honesty. And let's talk a little bit about the Kooks and your process for creating music. Like, what are you guys like? Is it very organic and natural, or is it kind of a sit down, we need to get this done? How does it work?
Yeah, it's I mean, it's evolved over the years, the way that we work. And I think that's a very good thing. I think, you know, the band has never sat in one corner, but we're definitely instinctual and more about vibe than being methodical. You know, so that's where, like, on our early albums, like with Tony Hoffa, it was great to have someone who's very methodical and incredibly kind of, I mean this in the best way, but he's very nerdy guy, knows everything about, you know, 70s synths and you know, blah blah blah. Knows what works, knows what mics, where to put them and stuff like that. But I mean, as a band, we've always been quite like, you know, it's just capture a moment, capture a feeling, and that's never changed. And so, you know, I on this new album, I kind of went back a little bit to how I was working on the fourth album, Listen, whereby with my lyrics and my singing, like, I really was everything's sort of first, second take, you know, it's like not overthinking it. And it was quite DIY, this one, you know. I mean, some of it was made, I mean, sorry I'm so dark here, but it's like I'm in my sort of like spare room, which is now like a little baby room, but it's it's basically, I mean, me and Hugh and Toby wrote Jesse James in here, and I did it on my laptop, you know. And I really found that was a big difference on this album, was like I really like embraced the laptop, where I've usually been like, okay, I want like my old guitars, you know, like my 47 Parlor guitar, and that would be me. But now, with the time in lockdown, I really like spent a lot of hours like working on music production, and that was different for me personally. And so it became a little more DIY.
That's so interesting. You know, when I was about to introduce you, I was going to call you the Kooks, and then I was like, and here are the Kooks, and I'm going to be talking to the Kooks. But do you guys have a little name for yourselves? Like, do you have like a WhatsApp group name that you call yourself, or if you have a WhatsApp group name, what is it?
Oh, do you mean for each other or for the band?
Well, I feel like I'm sure you have a group with just the three of you. So what
We
would it be?
do. It's just called the Kooks chat. That's so embarrassing. I'm sorry, we're so boring. We've got some very odd nicknames for each other. Mine's Nick. They call me Nick, and I mean, there's literally no reason. They find it hilarious. I just call me Nick. My name's Luke. I mean, I don't really get that. I guess it's funny. It's kind of like, you know, when people name their dogs like really normal human
Kevin and
names.
Brian. They're the best dog names ever.
Yeah, which is, I do think that. So maybe they just think of me as a dog. I don't
As soon as you said that, I thought of Kevin and Brian. And do the other guys have nicknames?
Al is called Rubik's. Alexis, the drummer's called Rubik's because he is so complex. He's like a Rubik's cube. You know, I don't know where that came from. And then Hugh was called the Moat, like a moat around a castle. I genuinely can't. I think that, you know, they've all come from just like very drunken nights out. There probably is a reason behind each name. So, I genuinely can't remember.
Well, they sound quite complex, and then there's Nick. But thank you so much for that. I have a sinking feeling that our time is running out. So before you have to leave us, quick question: do you have any band superstitions?
Superstitions
or routines that you want to follow?
Not really. But I think I should start them. You know what I mean? Like sort of like tennis players that have to wear like the same sock every time they play.
Or you have like
maybe this is what I've been doing wrong with all these years, you know. Well, we do actually. We have a new ritual, which is dancing to that song Tequila, and we do a shot of tequila. But no, yeah. Again, I'm sorry to disappoint. No? I think we, like I said, maybe that you've made me think about it. I think maybe I need to have like a golden sock or something.
Not at all.
But we're not suspicious.
Our time has run out, but we didn't get to it. But you know, obviously, Inside In, Inside Out is an album that kind of captured hearts. It's something I listened to growing up, and I still listen to. People love it, and we're super excited to have you. So you haven't been doing anything wrong, and I really appreciate your time. Thank you so much.
Oh, thanks so much. I really appreciate that, and hopefully get to catch you out in Dubai. Yeah.
The Kooks at the Coca-Cola Arena, February 27th. Get your tickets ASAP. Bye.